Welcome, Risketeers. We are practicing for the Risk World Cup coming up in just under a week. Hey, we got a new follower. Thanks, Virgin0343 for the follow. Appreciate having you here. Watching some Mitch on Risk. We are practicing for the Risk World Cup. This is game one of the seeding round match. Just making sure everybody readied up. Good. This is Mont Saint Michel 70%. The strategy in this game is basically to carve up as fast as you can this map and get your bonuses. So you want to have one bonus by the end of turn one, two bonuses by the end of turn three. It varies a little bit based off how big those bonuses are, but that's what you should really be looking at on this map. Here's how the bonuses work. They work as concentric circles and then with a core. So North Passage, North Wall, East Wall, Port, and West Wall is your outer circle. Courtyard, Mont Saint Michel proper, St. Pierre, Stores, Old Town, and Residence is your second circle, and then your core is the Abbey Hill Road and Markets. That is how the bonuses line up, and those are all going to be taken. You'll see the bonuses very clearly here in about 3 rounds, because most of this map will be carved up by that point. Hello, Harold. Thanks for the follow. So the Risk World Cup, you'll be playing 3 games and 1 match against the same player. So all 6 players play the 3 games together consecutively during your national qualifiers. And for the elimination rounds, the top 3 players move on in each round. So the top 3 point getters move on. I will try to keep a scoreboard going. I'll show you guys that in a minute so that you can see how the points add up as we play here and get kind of a perspective of what's going on. After my turn, I'll show you guys the scoreboard. Again, we are doing an Ask Me Anything Risk World Cup related, so feel free to throw that in the chat if you have a question. I don't like where my 3 is positioned over here because I would like to take this, and I'm not going to have enough to take it turn 1, so I think I have to... Ugh, I can't take that either. I think I can make this work if I get some really nice dice. Not now. Losing the 1 was a killer. Okay. We're in a tough spot. Not the best positioning for this round. We'll have to be aggressive turn 2. Maybe blue moves out of here. His 3 sitting there was a killer, though. Ugh, we'll see if we can get it figured out. Real quick, let me jump over and show you guys the scoreboard look. We'll update the player names in here. So this is you'll have this scoreboard access. Your match host. If you're interested in being a match host for the Risk World Cup, let me know. Feel free to message me directly. We'd love to have you help out hosting matches. This is basically what you'll be doing is keeping score during the game. I gotta remember who the other players were. That would be helpful. We've got General Ben and Pearly Burn are 2 of the others. So we got Ben, Pearly Burn. Missing 1 more. Harold Fam. Our other one. Sorry, I'll take you back to the game while I put this in here. But this scoreboard you'll see as I go here. I'll put in the bounties. So the way it works for scoring, you get 5 points for your first bounty, 3 for your second bounty, 1 for each additional bounty you take during the game. You get 10 points for winning the game, and no other placement points are given up. So if you get second place and don't get any bounties in a game, you get 0 points. So there's no point in holding out trying to get second. The idea is to push activity and prevent stalemates. So what I should have done on turn 1, where I messed up, is I should have gone and taken port, even though it's a split bonus. I could have hit here, here, and here. Still going to be tough. I couldn't have taken it in 1 turn. So I'm going to have to stick with my plan of stores, get a +6, and then maybe I can come over here and work on port, if it's still available. Split bonuses aren't great in terms of being able to protect them, but they are nice when someone's trying to kill you because they have to go around the board to get you. Yeah, I think Pearly Burn comes up this way. Yeah. Nope. He just adds 3 here, which is interesting. Just wants an external, I guess. Yeah. Burn is in a fantastic position. He's already generating +7 on turn 2. We have nothing, but we could be +6 after this turn, so we'll be okay. Potentially. We don't like where blue just added. Takes kind of our secondary plan away. But that opens up this option in Old Town. So I gotta add 2 here. But I could add 1 here. And try to roll both of those and get lucky. Let's try to get lucky, right? 6 on 2 is 100%. We get this one. Ah, keep losing troops on the turns. We really need them to work out better. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We are in a precarious spot. Could get beat up by somebody. We'll see what happens. We are the fish in this game for sure at this point. Just didn't quite get the rolls we needed. Although Magenta is down at 13 and no real prospects of a bonus. That's kind of good news. Ooh, an early break. Captain Tank Tickler with the early break of Burn. He is not going to like that. Double break. Okay. That's interesting. Note to self, the black player has broken twice. Wonder how Burn retaliates there. Probably comes up through here and breaks. Most likely. That makes me nervous for this 3 sitting here. If I'm going to take this bonus. I can't really clear him out of the way because he's also right here to break me. Ooh, white breaks Magenta's bonus. Was that Magenta's bonus? Yeah, I think Magenta just took that bonus of Mont Saint Michel proper. This is an aggressive game. Usually we see more good neighbor action. Yeah, Burn comes from the top. Yeah, uses the 3. Guards with a 2. Wonder if black breaks that again. We would like to stay out of that war in general. I could add like 2 here and attack and guard a little bit from black. We could also add here and break me. Oh, blue's gonna take it. Blue is taking advantage of this scenario. Or gonna move up here. Gonna be nice? No. Gonna hit me and take it. Being very greedy. Radical 6. Man, I don't think this is the game where you risk everything to take a bonus on a turn. Based off the way these guys are playing it. I don't know if that holds based off the way these guys are playing, but we'll see. Normally, that would be the play to make because you can hold both. We'll see though. Black breaks blue, maybe. Would love that. Playing board police. Nope. Now just in a full-on war with red. Doesn't even go to take back the bonus first. I guess they're going to be friends now. Let's Pearly let that work out. We'll see. don't know if Pearly lets that happen. Still just checking questions. If you guys have Risk World Cup questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I'm answering some on the server as we go here. I'll try to let you in on them as we go, so that you know what we're talking about. Sure, if they've got a question, you probably have that same question you're wondering about. Hey, we got another sign up from Ecuador just now. That's great. We officially have a South American team. We almost have an Ecuadorian team. How about that? Would have thought an Ecuadorian team. That's cool. Alright, does white break me? Or does white go take Mont Saint Michel proper from magenta? Yeah, takes Mont Saint Michel proper. Magenta is fully the fish and becoming more fishy every moment. White hit here. Doesn't matter. So one thing to think about is you get 5 points guaranteed for that first bounty, right? So even if it's a little bit more risky, that's kind of the reason we made it. Yeah, red's going to take the bounty. It's been fed to him just fine. Pearlyburn takes the bounty, gets the 5 points guaranteed. Needs a 2-on-1. Oh, loses the 2-on-1. That's painful. Thurbio. So the way the teams work is you play a national qualifier against everyone that signed up in your nation. The final 3 players, the 3 top players in the final, make the national team, and that team goes and competes in the World Cup finals. The way you compete through your national qualifiers is these games. You play matches. A match is a set of 3 consecutive games. You get the points as we've outlined. The 3 top point getters in your group move on. The bottom 3 are out. Blue hits black there to take a 3rd bonus and doesn't go and kill. Oh my gosh, this is the easiest bounty I've ever gotten in the game of Risk, guys. I mean, how about that? They must know. They must be trying to get like a favorable draw or something in the tournament, maybe is the concept here, by letting me have that. Ooh. Are you guys not getting the cool sounds? I'll fix that one sec. Okay, so we don't love what blue's doing. We don't have another bounty to get quite yet. Black has a potential to be a bounty next turn, so we'll do that. And we can fortify back to here. We'll have access to the board. Let me fix my desktop audio real quick. Alright guys, we're getting all those cool sounds when I got the bounty. Should be good now. So let me show you in the scoreboard what that bounty looks like. If I go to web here, you guys can see I'll move Mitch on risk to taking out Harold Fan, getting the 5 points because that's my first bounty for the game. I'm now at 5. Turbio, did I do a good enough explanation of how the qualification works for the teams? The whole goal is you play these elimination rounds. We'll play a seeding round first. The seeding round's goal is to split up the best players so that they're evenly split, so we don't have one group of really, really good players and lose 3 of the best players in the nation in the first round. So we'll do a seeding round, which is these settings, to split everybody up properly, and then we will have elimination knockout rounds for national qualifiers. Obviously, if your nation has 6 or fewer, or 4, 5, or 6 signups, then you'll just have a final round that you'll play one match, one set of 3 games to decide your national team. Cool, thanks, Thurbia. If you have more specific questions, happy to answer them. It is kind of a first time for this format, so it will take a little getting used to for everyone, but I think it's going to be a really fun format. And that's why we have the seeding round. So the logic of the seeding round was kind of a halfway between the official tournament first rounds that count for points, but not anybody gets eliminated, but they really can't affect your tournament if you have just a very bad first game. And the Legends first round, which was just show up and you're good. So this is kind of halfway in between because you don't get points that could mess you up for the rest of the tournament, but it does affect your seeding for the actual first elimination round. So it's kind of in the middle. Is what we're kind of shooting for here. We get 14 troops. Can we get any bounties? We could put 3 here. Got a goofy split to do. Could come back out here. Oof. Got to get guys in weird spots, but I think we get another bounty here. Oh, did I not move this to 90? We did move to 90 today. Oh, I didn't put enough back here. Gosh dang it. Lost my focus. I really don't want to hit that and feed that bounty anymore. Dumb. My bad. Should have taken out black properly. I think I messed this up because we moved these to 90-second turn timers today, and I have not updated my settings. Yeah, we left it at 60. So for the tournament, all the maps that are 80-plus territories, we moved to a 90-second turn timer because the whole goal of this tournament is to be more accessible and to get risk spread into more parts of the world. The 60-second turn timer can be daunting for newer players that haven't played in the competitive format. Also, it eliminates some mobile players' chances because they're just a little slower. So the idea is for the big maps, which there's only 10 of these maps in all of Risk, and only 3 of them are eligible for the tournament. Does Black know I was trying to kill him there, so he comes back at me? Or does he appreciate that I spared his life? Oh yeah, like that. Good move. Okay, so next turn, I can come through here. I think Pearlyburn gets black here. No, it's only at 29 troops. Pearlyburn's actually the better bounty, but he's going to get 5 cards. He's going to have cards here. We messed up and should have got a locked in 8 points there. I don't know what White's plan is here. Just hitting blue really hard. And breaking me. And hitting some black. Not anywhere close to a 70% run. This is General Ben. I mean, nowhere close to 70%, right? Would have to go find a bounty to have a chance. It's to 50. My key is probably still getting the black bounty, which means I gotta hit here, here, pop, 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 pop. Hit up here, leave enough here and here to take out those 2. It's gonna be a tough battle. Oh, I could take my 13 down here. Maybe Pearlyburn clears this part out for me. He clears out these 2 and make my trek a little easier. No, he's not gonna help me. That would be crazy. He's going to hit white to keep him from getting the being too close to 70 here. And he gets Mont Saint Michel proper. Interesting. With a decent guard. So I've got to hit. I need to add 1. This should be enough. 1, add everything here. Blue's going to hit white hard because he hit him hard, and he's going to break me, which stinks because that kills my chance at troops. Get Black's bounty, probably. Yeah, I can't go 13 on a 17. Ah, that's probably a really smart play by Blue, actually. It stinks for me. Can't do much here. White could have cards. We could all be in big trouble here. Hey, we got another follow. Trunks, CN, thanks for the follow. I think I gotta hit White here a little bit. That was dumb. I don't know why I rolled a 2. That didn't. Okay, so we'll leave that and that. We've kind of given up hope on that other bounty. Shoot. Is killing Black worth being on 5 cards? Yeah, so theoretically no, except that would have given me 3 points in the tournament. I would have gotten 8 points out of this game, and I would have felt really good about getting through to the next round, right? So averaging about 5 points a round will probably get you through in almost all of our practice rounds. 15 points has gotten you through. Yeah, now he comes at me. He's going to help with White. That's good. So, no, probably not in terms of just total card numbers. But it would have been worth it to get a guaranteed 8 points for the game. And I would have had... No, I wouldn't have had an outside shot at 70. I could have broken Pearly there. Pearly's getting a bunch of troops unless someone breaks him. And Black decided not to, and he had the best shot to do it. So... yeah, so the points, and that's part of the reason for the points, is for those moments that you're really thinking, is it worth it or not? And really good risk players will go with the conservative option. They'll go, if it's not definitely worth it, I'm not going to go for it. And that's how you end up in stalemates, right? So those points are meant to just tip the scale a little bit to get people to take the risk, which is, after all, the whole point of the game, right? It's at 40%. Does he break? No, he just wants a part of a bonus there. He takes Blue out of this area except for that 24. Pearly, I think, wins this thing. Pearly got to hold all those bonuses for some reason. No one wanted to break him. Yeah, he's just going to run through. He's got a lot to get. He's going to break me as part of this, huh? He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. Oh, he doesn't. What a nice guy. Pearly Baron, terribly nice guy. Only gets up to 50%. Breaks Blackie. Ooh. Love this play. Okay. So it goes back to not having cards. Can't quite get the bounty. Do I accidentally get fed another bounty here? Blue certainly knows what to do, right? I got the free feed the first time. Maybe he forgets to hit White. If he forgets, it's because he doesn't have these turned on, these player stats over on the side that's telling you that he's only got 3 troops left. He's just not recognizing it. I think he knows, though. I think he's got it. He's just messing around to get there. Surely he knows, right? What do you guys think? Is he going to do it or not? Taking the bounty or forgot? Or maybe doesn't realize? He's hitting a Pearly. Wow, these guys are playing a terribly nice game for me. I get fed my second free bounty of the game. Let's go. I don't think the trade's big enough to take out Black, though. What do I have? I can get all of that over there. I would have to add that and get a lucky roll. I don't have anywhere close to get the 12 then. So I just go for the 70 and hit as much as I can. Misclick. Crap some troops, not great. Did it twice. That's why we practice these guys. I mean, I wasn't going to get there, but I at least took up a bunch of the board and can cause problems. I think someone breaks Blue's bonus back here for me. But I got 2 bounties. I don't know. I feed Pearly, yeah, I kind of did. Not really on purpose. But Pearly's probably the best player in the game at this point, I would be guessing. So I got the kill on Ben. I'm now at 8 points. Real quick, look at the scoreboard. I'm at 8 points. He's got to go through an 8 stack to get red. So he's either gonna mess this up. Pearly Burn could get cards here. So the feed might have worked. I don't know if these are intermediates or not. I guess I can look. I wasn't even looking. General Ben, Grandmaster, not an intermediate. Pearly Burn, Grandmaster, definitely not an intermediate. Radical 6, an expert. Not played him before. Captain Taint Tickler, a master. I think he's actually a Grandmaster. And Harold Pham, a novice. Look at that. That's great. We want all skill levels playing. Good practice for a tournament game. You never know who you're going to have in the game. Okay, so can we get Black's 4 cards and then go get the win? Gosh, I didn't even fortify correctly last turn. I gotta come through here. So I can add like 7. Let's see what Blue does. What's trade at? 30? I don't know if I have enough unless Blue really helps me. Blue's got enough to get the 70. Does he go for it or does he go for bones? Oh, he's going for the bounty on red. Okay, that's a good move. That's a good move. Yeah. Another Canadian you got here. This is the right play to go get the bounty on red. It's just a little tricky split here in the courtyard. The way the courtyard's split up, you've got these 2 hillside and hill passage off to the side. He does the split perfectly. Gets the kill on Pearly Burn. That's Radical 6. We'll update that in the scoreboard. I'll show you guys after. So I think it's about done. Oh, he didn't finish. Okay, so we get the 22 to get Black. I remember where I'm putting these. 7. Add here. Should be able to run through them all. We get another bounty, and then it's just about running and getting the 70, which should be easy if I don't screw it up like I did last time. Yeah, we'll do it from here, right? We'll do it from here. I messed this up. I don't. Oh my gosh, I missed that territory already. Oh my gosh, I did lock in that 15, didn't I? We got it anyway. That is how you do it. That's how you run the 70% on Mont Saint Michel. Almost a perfect game there. Just missed the 1 bounty. So that would be an awesome score. I'd feel really confident that I was getting into the next round just after that one game with that kind of score. Let me show you guys what that final scoreboard would look like. Here, sure, we can be friends. So that final scoreboard, I would have taken the bounty of, who was that, Captain? So I end up with 9, and I get the win. So I would be at 19 points, and Radical would be at 5 after game 1 of the match. But remember, it's a 3-game match. So let's jump into game 2. Oh, I leveled up in my risk game too. Okay, so I'm going to set up game 2, which is Iceland. These are some wild settings, totally different than game 1 and game 3 settings. You're going to play Iceland, fix no blizzards, 60-second turn timer, 70%. And we'll see if we can get this filled up. Anybody watching it, feel free to jump in. We're just practicing for the World Cup. Game. Yeah, let me throw in here practice. Game 2 set. It looks like we have a bunch of people looking for a game, so we'll see who gets this first. Hurley's already in here. Got most of the same players so far. Again, if you're watching, feel free to jump in and play with us. I need 2 more for our game 2. So again, currently I would be sitting at, what was that total there? 19 points. That's the most I've gotten. So that's 5, 3, 1. Yeah, 19. 5 for your first bounty, 3 for your second bounty, 1 for each additional bounty. Then you get 10 for the win. No other placement points are handed out. So getting second place, like Captain did in that game with no bounties, is worth 0 points. There's no point in holding out to try to get second in these games, right? It's winner take all, except for the bounties. Okay, we need 2 more. Frank, you're welcome to jump in with us also, or anybody else watching. Welcome to join in. Just practicing some Risk World Cup. Obviously, everyone of different skill sets in the game. As long as you feed me kills, you're allowed to play with us. That's kind of the rules. Obviously. I think that kind of goes unsaid. Just feed me the kills. We might play with a bot in this one, just to get some practice with a bot. Very likely, you could have a bot in your first round matchup. Just a heads up. Hoping we could get this filled up. Let me throw into another chat. Throw in the old Risk server. We are doing another game 2 World Cup settings. Come join. Fixed. Yeah, pop on in, Yoder. This is practice, just practice for the World Cup. We'd love to have you. Game 2. A large truth in the game. And Wilber Lopez. Hopefully we get one more. And fill up our game 2. So we'll just kind of update names as we go. Obviously the scoreboard will be a little bit funky. We got it filled up. Oh, Feliz. One of the best players in Risk. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you play Feliz, be prepared. Let's go. Game 2 settings for the Risk World Cup. We are practicing the full seeding round tonight with just some random players. Hey there, Yoder, that's you. Which one is you? Wilber? Or Feliz? Wilber, yeah. Lopez, yep. I thought it was Wilber Lopez, is that alright? Gonna look, because I gotta know now. Yeah, Wilber Lopez, gotcha. Good to have you. You're also yellow in the game, cool. So general strategy, we're playing Iceland fixed 70%. So what we found is not to hit a 4-stack on your first turn if you're first in turn order, and it's very possible you'll be forced to potentially hit one. So just don't do it. What I'm going to do is be as annoying as possible to everybody else since I don't get to take a card. Raid incoming. Who's about to raid? Corbina. Are you just predicting the future? So the general theory on this Iceland fixed 70 is don't hit a 4 on your first turn, but you can hit a 3. That's kind of the line of what it's worth, because a card is worth about 3 in fixed. Oh, Houdini, awesome. That will be great. So don't hit a 3. You see 2 card skips there. If Feliz card skipped, you know it's the right play. Super good player. What's up, Houdini? Thank you so much. You are worried. Yeah, it does ruin the surprise a little bit. But it kept me from being freaked out hearing it, so that's good too. There it is. Hey, welcome everybody. We are practicing some Risk World Cup. We're also doing a Ask Me Anything. I am at Mitch on Risk, the director for the Risk World Cup. So if you have questions, I'm here to answer them. We want you guys in it. Hey, thanks for the follow, Florida girl. Thanks for the raid, Houdini. You're awesome. Appreciate the love. Hey, Houdini, thanks for the follow also. Appreciate ya. So we're playing Iceland fixed 70, which people think is likely to stalemate. Hey, thanks for the follow. Oberon Oswald. Oberon Oswald. Thank you guys so much. We are playing with some super good players and some players. Bertolesque with the follow. Thank you. Bertolesque also in the game, so I'll say Oh no, Bertolesque is not in the game. Said they were going to be in the game, but didn't. Wait, Bertolesque, you're not Large Truth, are you? I sometimes get... I know who Large Truth is, but I can't remember who it is. Okay, so red gives me a card here. My general theory is I like to be in the little loopy spots, the exterior loopy spots on this map, because it gives you some options to go get bounties later. If I was really in the situation where I just got 19 in game 1 of my match, I would be feeling very good going into Iceland, and I would just hope for one bounty, right? If I had 19, I would think, hey, one bounty in this game secures my spot to the next round. It may already be secured. Now, there is some value in winning your group for the seeding round, because potentially you could auto-qualify and get to skip around from the seeding round, just depending on how many participants you have and what makes a full round. But the highest finishing in the seeding round would be the first options for the auto qualify, to where you get to move a round up. So it could be very valuable to be the group winner, which keeps all of the games kind of interesting, right? Because if I'm at 19, I feel like I'm through. But really, if I was playing my seeding round, I would really want to win this group to have a chance to get either an auto qualify or at least be the. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lars Truth. Okay, Lars Truth, so you're Lars Truth. Got it. That was very clear. Yeah, so winning the seeding round could get you a automatic move on in the next round. I can give you guys the like number scenarios, but just think, say 13 people show up for your seeding round. We would have the next round would have 12 players in it, obviously, and one person would get to auto qualify and get to skip that 12-player round. So the seeding round could be super important. So make sure you're practicing your seeding round settings for anybody that signed up in a nation with at least 7 players. That's the line. Do I really want to block myself in? Do I have any other option? Don't. Okay. My only one. Hopefully someone will open that back up for me. Oh, Lars is the alt. Okay, so Corbina is Lars. Oh my gosh, this is confusing. There's a lot going on there. Any World Cup questions you guys got out there? Now's the time. You can ask me anything. I know we got a ton of questions started coming in today once we announced, 1 week left in signups. Obviously, got people stressed out trying to figure it all out. So I am here to answer any questions you have, as well as our tournament staff helping out in tourney chat in the server. If you'd like to be part of the Risk World Cup server, just let me know and I'll send you an invite. We would love to have you. We'd love to have you signed up. All skill levels welcome for the Risk World Cup. To sign up, you just go to riskworldcup.com. No, you cannot use cheats. Thank you for the question. No cheating. But that is a good question. I'm glad we got to cover that because a lot of people wonder if they're allowed to cheat or not. So no. All right, Pearly Burn goes with 2 positions. So there's generally 2 strategies in this these settings. The 2 strategies are a 2-position strategy like Pearly Burn's got here, or the 3-position strategy like we see with Captain Taint Tickler here. He's got the 7-8-7 all split. So this is the more defensive option, obviously. It's harder to take him out. I'm also playing a 3-position, but when I play the 3-position strategy, I like to have one bigger stack. I keep blocking myself in here, but I want this loopy spot, even though red's blocking it at this point. So yeah, Trunk thinks the 1 position. We actually played a game with Speedster this weekend, and I was really curious how Speedster would play it. Unfortunately, he is so used to caps, he decided to go with the 1 position, and it did not work out. He was the first bounty very early in the game. So I would not recommend the 1 position strategy. I kept telling Speedster, hey, this isn't caps. You don't have to put all your troops back in 1 spot. He didn't seem to understand the difference. So, well, you live and learn. Speaking of which, that Germany national qualifier is going to be intense. They got a lot of the best players in the world in their group of 10 signups or whatever they have at this point. That'll be a really fun one to watch. They'll have a semifinals and a finals, I guess. They'll have a seeding round and then a semifinals and finals with that number. The U.S. has got the potential to have full 5 rounds of national qualifiers based off signups. So the number of rounds you play in your national qualifiers is based off the number of players that show up for the seeding round. That's when we'll determine it. Yeah, so you could have a 25 stack, but then they just take you out in one fell swoop and get their 5 points with the bounty and they're happy, right? Like if I'm looking at this game, I've got the option of old Lars Truth, but the 15's way over here, so it's going to be tough. So you want to watch your kill lines just constantly in this. I don't really have kill lines on anybody. The good part of that is it means nobody should have kill lines on me then. Yeah, I don't think anyone has kill lines on me or me having kill lines on anybody else at this point. Yeah, go for the 70. I think now's the time. So general rule of thumb to help you when you're playing Iceland 70. 70 means all but 6 territories. So if you count the stacks on the board, that'll pretty much tell you if a 70% run's possible or not. If there's more than 6 territories with large stacks, then you know you can't really make the run at that point, unless you just have an insanely huge troop advantage. Is that 1 round per week? Yeah, so Bertolesque, it's 1 match per round, 1 round per week, but a match has 3 games in it. So you will play 3 consecutive games for your match once a week. Does that answer it right? Clearly, hopefully. So I'm using the term match to mean 3 games to try to keep it as clear as possible for everybody on exactly how much you're playing. So yeah, you play your 3 matches each week consecutively. You're going to play them with your national qualifier group of 6 people. So the same 6 people stay. It's not like the winner advances and it goes to a 5-player and a 4-player game like you would see in GM or the Classic tournament. All 6 players play all 3 games. The 3 highest point totals for the round gets a move on. In the seeding round, anybody that shows up will move on, but your seeding could have an effect in you getting to skip a round or who you're placed with in the next round, because we're going to try to split up. For instance, we'll try to have 1 person that won their seeding round group, 1 person that finished second in their seeding round group, 1 person that finished third in their seeding round group in a group, right? So splitting it up to where it's not 6 people that all won their seeding round group playing in the first elimination round. That's why we're playing a seeding round. Yeah, so countries that only have 3 members signed up potentially won't have a game until the World Cup finals. They won't have a game till the World Cup finals. So they can do as much practice as they'd like and prep, but they will have, and I would highly recommend it, especially for the 3-player countries. They usually are adding in some newer players, and they're not having a qualifier, so you're getting what you get, right? You just get the 3 signups. So practicing and spending that time will be very valuable for those countries, which is one of the goals of this tournament, is to spread the game of Risk, get people better in different parts of the world. It's lining up the kill on me. Yellow's lining up a kill on me a little bit. No. Nah. I think we're still okay. Again, I'm just playing for 1 bounty because I want to play this like I'm really got my 19 points in that first game and trying to practice how I would play this out. So if you had 3 players, your national team's set. If you end Sunday at 0 UTC with 3 players, your national team is set. We will take additional signups for your country as waiting list in case one of your players drops out or something before the finals. But your team will be set. If you have less than 3 players, we will be combining you into a regional team of no more than 6 players that may have to play a finals. So you may get combined into a regional team of 4 players, which will have a final game. The top 3 make the regional team for the World Cup finals. If you have more than 6 players, so 7 players or more, you will play these settings for the seeding round next week, which could be crucial in setting up your national qualifier run, especially if you get to auto qualify past a round. Other World Cup questions you guys got? I'm gonna see if we got any in the whole Discord server. I'm getting plenty of questions today. No new questions yet so far in there. So this is kind of when this round of settings kind of starts getting interesting. Usually, people are turning in their first set of cards. Someone usually goes for the kill on somebody, successfully or unsuccessfully. My attempt would be at yellow if I was going to do one, but I don't have my big stack in the right spot. Got the 10 trade, but I'd still have to roll a 20 on 21. It's not super helpful. Can't get to red's second position. Blue's here, but can't get to the third position. Magenta's got too many troops. Something like that. Stay hard to kill for now will be our goal. Alright, we'll stay here. Everyone's playing pretty conservatively, so let's go through what strategies we're seeing here. So we got the even 3 position by Feliz with a 15, 14, 14. We've got Captain Taint Tickler with a 13, 15, 11. Pretty even split. Large Truth, 3 positions with the 1 bigger stack, the 20 stack. Hurlyburn, the 2 position strategy, the more aggressive strategy, most likely to make that first move with a 24 and a 20 stack. Who would Hurlyburn be lined up to hit? Blue? Hurlyburn's lined up to kill blue. Needs a really good roll here. Did not get the roll he needed. Okay. Ends up kind of feeding Feliz. But maybe doesn't hurt himself enough to get killed. He was hoping for like a losing 8 there and maybe having a shot on this 15. But he ended up losing 13. So it was all about how that roll worked out. But he does get killed. He ends up getting killed there. How about that? So the +5 goes to Wilbur Lopez. We'll, oh, I need to play my turn. Then we'll put that on the scoreboard. Okay, so then I need to take out blue, but I'm still not in good position to do that, huh? So I gotta take out yellow. Again, my whole goal in this game is just to get my 1 bounty and go home. Because I have my 19 points from game 1, I'd stay in control. Like a prog game permanently in round 5? Yeah, a little bit. Got a little bit of that feel. You kind of never know where that trade's going to come from. So I'm counting stacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's too early to do that. I would have to take out blue. I can't get to it. Add there. Can't get to this stack. Can't get to pink. So I think I hold. Let's see if we can hold on a turn. Need to add in those 2 bounties. That was Wilbur Lopez taking out Hurlyburn. Put that in the scoreboard. Hurlyburn. I took out Wilbur Lopez. Okay. So I'm at 24 points. We'll put Fleas in for Radical since he's the same color. We'll just call him at 5 points for this. Fleas has a good game. Rolls out the clock. Why, though? Interesting. Feeds? Their feed he's trying to do? The 15 adds here? Still not an easy kill for black here. He's gonna roll my 6 for it? Try to get really lucky? No, he's killing blue. Okay. But he should be going through here to kill blue. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's going for the 70 also. Okay. Oh, but he goes too greedy, messes up the kill. So Lars Truth is going to get the kill easily. And the win, likely, right? Gotta be the win with that. Lars Truth gets the kill on Fleas. It's the +5. +5 for your first bounty of a game, +3 for your second bounty of a game, +1 for each additional bounty in a game. Fleas easily, or Lars Truth easily gets the 70% and gets the win. Oh no, it went to commercial. So the win goes to Lars Truth. So let's take a look at the scoreboard. You can see for that game, I got 5. Wilbur Lopez gets 5. Lars Truth gets 15. So if we're pretending like we were all in both games, this is the current group scoreboard. Captain at 0, Fleas at 5, Mitch on Risk 24, Wilbur Lopez 5, Pearly Burn 0, Lars Truth 15. And let's set up game 3 of the seeding round, which is everybody's favorite, Europe Advance. Europe Advance Progressive. We are going to do the 90-second turn timer for the new update in the tournament. Anyone got any opinions on 9060? Because there have been a lot of opinions thrown out today. World Dom, Blizzards, Progressive, 90. Throw it up on the screen. Anybody watching is welcome to join. It's just a practice, nothing too serious. Pickled Pepper is in. Throw in our Discord. Practice. Game 3. Let's go. Hopefully we can get it filled up here. We lost Pickled Pepper. Had it for a second. Got Pickled Pepper back. Hopefully we can get the other 2 filled in here. We got them. All right. We got some Carmine Benson. How about that? I have not played Carmine Benson, I believe. So let's do it. Game 3, Risk World Cup settings. In the scenario we're playing out, I have now 24 points. Feeling very confident. Basically, all I need is Lars Truth not to win this game or get 3 bounties. And I should be fine to win the group and potentially get an auto advance spot, which would be so cool. To get a free round would be a huge deal, obviously. So we got Lars Truth playing, Pearly Burn, Captain Tickler, Pickled Pepper, me, Mitch on Risk, and then Carmine Benson playing as blue. This is Europe Advance, 90 seconds, World Dom, Progressive. How about this spawn for Pickled Pepper? Are you kidding me? A double Blizzard to where it's a 2-point guard in Germany. Gets the guard pre-built for him. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a better start. Not to put any pressure on you, Pickled Pepper, but come on. I mean, your game to lose, right? All right, Pearly Burn's going to go for Spain. For those of you unfamiliar with Europe Advance, what is wrong with you? It's one of the most fun maps in all of Risk. But here we go through the bonuses. Iceland, Scandinavia, Russian Empire 237. British Empire's a +3. Eastern Europe's a +8 if you can hold it. Central Europe, which we call Germany, which is really more than Germany, is a +5. Then you got a whole pack of 5 +4s in the middle here. Western Europe, Alps, Southwestern Europe, Southern Europe, Southeastern Europe. Then around the bottom, you've got West Africa, North Africa, Orient, 636. A lot of bonuses, plenty of room for everyone to get along and be friends. Pickled Pepper takes the obvious move of the free bonus that was handed to him. Oh no, we lost connection. Hopefully it will come back in a second. I'm sure it'll come back any second here. There we go. And it's in the middle of my turn, which even makes it more stressful. Awesome. Here we go. We got it figured out. Luckily, I knew what I was doing before. I highly recommend always knowing what you're doing. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. Yeah, so Pickled Pepper easily wins this game, right? No, everyone's got Pickled Pepper winning this game. It's kind of a walk in the park. Carmine Benson flying the flag of Antarctica. I believe that's Antarctica. Taking the Alps. I take the Balkans, which we may have a Balkans regional team. We've got to sign up from Albania and Greece that may get paired together for the Balkans team. Lars Truth finishes off Scandinavia. Scandinavia, one of the most popular Risk locations. I'm starting to get the idea that very cold locations are good at Risk because they have to stay inside so much of the year. Finland obviously has Kuhl, who's one of the best players in the world. They finished up their national team today. They have 3 players, so they'll at least have a Finland team. They may have to have a final if they end up with another player. Norway's close to having their 3 players. They have 2, and I think they've got a third one coming. Sweden's got a team. So Scandinavian countries, historic powerhouses. All right, the split bonus here. Captain Tink Tickler takes this split bonus and gonna work into the Orient clearly. Gonna be behind me and annoying for sure. I got a lot of troops in Russia if I'm gonna take Russia, which is kind of my plan. Looking a little bit dicey, but we'll see how this goes. I like that I got a backstop blizzard on both ends. I mean, that's about the best Russian blizzards you could ask for. Oh. Not want to lose that trade. Not gonna roll the 4-on-2. That's just not smart Risk. So leave it like that for now. Pushing for Captain Taint Tickler is pushing for Carmine to hit the Pickled Pepper, but he's taking France, which is a good move. Rolls the 5-on-2 and gets it. All ones here for Pearly Burn, who decides to play very aggressively and move down into West Africa with his stack. Lars Truth goes ahead and takes a third bonus, which most people would call greedy, right? Round 3 taking a third bonus, the definition of greedy. Interesting. Early burn is all in this area and has this little piece in the Orient that's not going to last much longer. So he's going to work on West Africa. Ooh, tough roll there. Not rolling great. Not going to get 100%, but got a great chance to get the bonus. Gets it. I would have had the 5-on-2, I would have rolled it up here, but I had the 4-on-2, which I don't like 4-on-2s unless it's the roll to take a bounty or to win a game is about the only time you catch me rolling a 4-on-2 or a 5-on-3. Okay, so you can see how fast the map gets carved up when you're playing with really good players. Italy left to take here. The Orient left to take, which White is working on this turn. Can't quite get it, but it'll get pretty close. I think Pearlyburn takes White out of this spot next turn because White can't retaliate. I'm almost sure Pearlyburn hits him here in these two territories and breaks that bonus. The Pickled Pepper takes Italy. Oh, and breaks Pearlyburn. Okay. Okay, Pearlyburn probably feels like he's been bullied tonight. Can't really guard here without blocking troops in. It's not the best scenario. See how nervous everyone gets when this is going to be interesting, huh? This Pickled Pepper has the whole center of the board. There's blizzards blocking off the top left to right movements. And the bottom left to right movements. You literally have to go through this middle section between this blizzard and this blizzard. There's a 2-point block on the entire map from Hungary and the Dinarides. Or Hungary and Trieste. Okay. Carmine would like a third bonus, takes Eastern Europe, and the whole map outside of the Orient and where Pearlyburn was broken by the Pickled Pepper is taken. This is the most of the map I've ever seen held. Alright, I was trying to get to this. Orient. Ooh, so Lars adds in the Orient. Messes up the plans for Taint Tickler. I think Pearlyburn takes him out of here. Does he also break yellow? No, he just breaks yellow. Okay. Breaks yellow. How many does he leave in Italy? Leaves the 7 in Sardinia, so can't get it back. Or just Vienna. Yeah, Vienna, but Trieste connects here in this little goofy one, Trieste to Venice. So yeah, 2-point guard on the whole map is wild, though. Especially since the map is literally completely carved up except for Italy where Pickled Pepper was broken. So Pickled Pepper could roll a 9v7 here, or has to break somebody. This is wild. Alright, the break comes on the player with 3 bonuses, which only seems fair. I can't card skip in a progressive game to save bonuses, right? That'd be wild. No one would say that's a good idea, I don't think. I know he's gonna break me, probably in both spots. They could move out of this bonus and give him that if he really wanted. No, that's not gonna be a deal. Only breaks Russia, that's okay. Runs through it a little bit. Alright, so Lars gets the easy move because he gets to hit without breaking. Gets to take a card without breaking because everyone's already done the breaking. But decides to break anyway and goes for the bounty. It's a smart move. Oh, gosh dang it. So doesn't get the bounty, breaks everything of mine, and I'm not even going to get fed the bounty because Pickled Pepper's going to get it. I don't think Pearly can get there. Pickled Pepper easily gets it. Pearly's going to try to trade in to get there. Yeah, Pearly can get there. Never mind. Pearly gets fed the bounty of Carmine. Yeah. I'm the next fish because everyone had to run through me to do that. So you hate to see that. I think Pearly just moves back maybe to the top of Italy here. To Venice, maybe? Moves the 11 back in. Pearly way out ahead of everybody. Pearly gets a +5. I think he's at 0 points currently in our mock scoreboard scenario. Yeah, currently at 0 points. So that's one of the cool parts about the way we're scoring this, is even if you had 0 points going into that third game, you got a great shot still to get in. Yeah. Oh, true. White. I was thinking you were in front of White in turn order. You're right. White would have taken it for sure. The board almost got completely carved up for just a second, but that moment's over now. White goes and takes my bounty. Yeah. Probably should have rolled my stack first, but that's okay. That should work just fine. That's a good move. I just got hit so hard, everyone going for that other bounty, and I had to roll a big stack the turn before to do the break, so just got put in a tough spot. Let's see how this plays out. So I finished the round with 24. That is Captain, and he is now at... Going to keep him kind of going here. Captain is now at... Lost my place. 5 total. Okay, so Pearlyburn and Captain are at 5. For these purposes, we'll say Pickled Pepper takes over for Wilbur, so he's at 5. We got 3 players with 5 left over. And Lars is my problem, because Lars has 15, and I don't want Lars to take my group winner position away. Again, group winners have a chance from the seeding round to get to skip a whole round of elimination, depending on how many players you have show up to your seeding round. Okay, Pickled Pepper's going to go break White everywhere. Rolls the 2-on-1 and loses. Can't break this bonus here in North Africa. Lars gets 13. Plus 12 for cards. Has a chance at a couple different bounties. I think you go for the yellow bounty. Got to hit 28 troops in with 26. It's going to be nearly impossible. Yeah, too risky. In too good of a position at this point, so just holds pat. By the way, we've built these rounds to be about an hour and a half total. Even with our waiting in between games, we're at about an hour right now. So we're trying to, one of the big goals of this tournament is action-packed risk, no stalemates, no take a card and pass, boring risk. We want to make it to where you're motivated to move forward, and that's what we've done. I hope you guys have felt that way through these first 2 games. It's action-packed. People are going for bounties. People are hitting each other hard. That's what we're trying to format with these settings. And so far through all of our testing, which we've played, I don't know, probably 30 games that I've just tested myself, or 30 matches that I've just tested myself, haven't had stalemates, haven't had that issue at all, haven't had take a card and pass or boring risk. So that's our goal with these settings, is to keep 3 games at about a 90-minute pace with plenty of action built in. And we're ahead of that pace right now, but we'll see how this game ends up, which way it ends up going. And Pickle Pepper gets the trade for 20 troops, can't get a bounty, but can they stay alive? Holding Germany still, I think that is important to mention. That Germany turn. Oh, okay, so it takes white out of Russia. Has a chance at a 2-point guard, which I was also sneakily going for. I just couldn't ever get it to work. I was going for this Kiev and Poland guard, where you could hold Eastern Europe and Russia with just these 2 points. I just couldn't quite get it done. Carmine ended up taking Eastern Europe and messing up that plan for me. Here goes Lars to try to kill Pickled Pepper. Splits off about 6, 7. Or 22. Okay. Going for the kill on white also. Gonna play a greedy move here to get the double kill so you can get the trade in turn. Let's see if it pays off. Oof. Gonna be a 7-on-5. Gets it. Gets it. Lars gets the 5. So now 20 to 24. Lars needs 2 more bounties to tie me or the win and would win the group. But would be definitely through to the next round. That was the end of Pickled Pepper. Pickled Pepper ends with 5. Hurleyburn goes and gets Captain Take Tickler and would advance with this kill. Hurleyburn would go up to 8 points and would advance. So that's again showing, even if you go into the last game with these settings with 0 points, you can still get through. So it makes it matter. Hey, so you go to riskworldcup.com. I'll put it in the chat here. riskworldcup.com. There's a giant green button on the front page. Hey, thanks for the follow, Outcast. riskworldcup.com. Giant green button on the front page. Click it to sign up. You can also click the little red button below it that says see who's currently signed up, so you can see who's signed up in your country already. But you can sign up. We'd love to have you. You have through Sunday at 0 UTC to get signed up. Costa Rica signed up. Awesome. That's our second Central American representative. So we got Costa Rica and El Salvador that could be forming a Central American team. That's awesome. Or if you get 2 more Costa Ricans, you could have a Costa Rican team. Okay, Lars doesn't quite get the kill. Let's see if Pearly has cards on 3. The way Pearly's acting is that he doesn't have cards on 3. Oh, gets all of the breaks. Well played by Lars there. So one of the fun things about the tournament... cards or no cards? No cards. Womp womp. Lars gets the win. Lars wins the group and could potentially get the automatic advance, depending on how many players we would have had in this fictitious scenario. But I was going to say, one of the fun parts of doing what we've done so far for the Risk World Cup is we've been creating national chats for teams with at least 2 players in the Discord server. It's been really cool to watch some of the conversations and how everyone talks differently. I was on Hot Bun's show yesterday, and we were talking a little bit about how different the conversations are. For instance, England's talking about what we call soccer, what they call football in their chat. The Germans are talking about super nerdy, high-tech stuff like the weight of the mice that they use in Risk for different maps and to attack faster, which is crazy. The Canadians are in a very casual chat, just chilling. The Americans obviously are chatting about how America's the greatest in the world and everything. So that's one of the cool parts of this tournament is we've been able to connect a lot of people that didn't realize they were actually connected, which has further expanded our Risk community, which is such an awesome community. We'd love to have you be a part of it. You can go to riskworldcup.com and sign up. Good game, Corbina. That was a heck of a run. That's it for this recording on YouTube. I'm at Mitch on Risk on Twitch and posting my games on YouTube. Until next time, everybody, may your dice be nice.